Hey, good afternoon, everybody. This is the professor with Day Trading for Success. So I have um, a different layout here that I was just working on some custom scripts, but I wanted to put out a short video about something that happened. People have been asking about. I'd mentioned a couple of times that I had a bad month last month, and overall I did okay. I mean, I did quite a bit of money if you consider all the trades that I did, but I'm not used to losing so much um, over a series of 3 or 4 days in a row, and then so much per stock trade, right? So I'm going to go over with you that a little bit. Then I'm going to go over with you about what had happened to Alan, who's behind me here. It was much worse for him and a couple of the other traders in the studio that we normally trade with about how bad it happened. And I'll go over why that happened and why it was different than how we normally trade and why people got hurt. So we'll go over that detail. I know people have been asking when things aren't going so well, how do you deal with it? Well, you know, you pull out your hair, I guess. I'm going bald. I don't know. There's good with the bad. You got to, you step back and you look at how good did I do for the month? How good did I do for the quarter? Not just like today I did bad. You stick to the best you can to your trading plan, and then you can recover, right? You can recover. So let me just go over about what happened before we go into how bad it happened. So this is a day chart on Nvidia, and this is the day that it happened for most everybody in the studio here. Although a lot of people have gone home now, but I'll be trading the power hour. But so right here was when the news about DeepSeek somewhere in here came out, and then Nvidia just crashed. So this is a Friday, I guess. Yeah, is that a Friday? Yeah, 24th. And then by the time I was able to get out, or even I really held it anyway because I thought it was overreaction. Here's the thing, right? It was overreaction. It was just ridiculous. But then does that really matter? Because if everybody does the same thing, then you just have to follow the crowd. I get angry because it's just like, stop being so emotional, people. It is this that Nvidia is still the best stock there is out there. Just stop. But then you just have to jump overboard with everybody else. That's what you should do. And that's one thing that's good about scalping is you can just get out of you're in and out every day. But this was definitely a swing trade. I talked about how I had 1,000 shares. This was 800 shares on this account. Then I had 200 I had 800 on an account I'm not showing you. This account that I'm showing you right here, I had 200 shares and I still have them. I did not sell them. I wrote it all the way down to 113 and all the way back up. Now I wish I would have had the 800 on the other account that I sold down in here somewhere and just said, cut your losses, get out. It was a lot of money, and it hurt. But that happens. Some days that happens, right? And then it kept going down. I was thinking, I just should have sold it all. How low is this going to go? Because if you recall, it wasn't too long before this that it was below $100. I think it went down as low as 85. After it split, and I thought, is it going to be one of those things? But at 200 shares, I was willing to ride the pain. I was just like, hey, it's a long-term position more than a swing position. Originally, I had set this when I bought it over in here. I was going to get out at 160. I think I made a video about it. That was my idea, and it didn't. I might have even bought it earlier and then added some, but I know that I was going to get out at 160 at the position I had it out. Wasn't trying to make a lot of money. Was going to make, thousands, but not a lot. And I thought it was going to get there within a few days. And instead what happened is it went the other way. So that's how it happened. And then there's a question of how bad can it happen. So I'm going to show you about what happened to poor Alan behind me here, about what happened, the message that he got. And it happened so fast. So he had roughly $50,000 in his account that he could margin up to 200, and then he maxed it out buying Nvidia shares, going along for a ride for a swing position, and then that happened what I just showed you, and they 50,000, when he was way below what his actual equity was. He was losing and they did a margin call, and before he could even respond to it or respond correctly, they went into his bank account and took out money. And then he did sell a bunch of the security and then held more which I think he's still holding to today, some of it as well. But he did take a huge bath and then got this scary. This is the first, I've never gotten a margin call. This is the first one he'd ever gotten. And basically, we can look at it together. Add funds immediately to raise your equity above the required minimum. Scary, urgent. You don't want to see a message like this when you're a trader. I did get one that I've had accounts frozen before and then had to fight, trade disputes and stuff. But this is a little different than that. Not because of lack of funds, because of how they were saying I was trading. I was manipulating the platform. Which in a way they were right, but they were also wrong, and everything I did was legal. That's another story. But then it goes on to say, your account has a margin maintenance call due immediately. Deposit $17,123 in cash or securities right away to increase your account equity above the required minimum level. If no action is taken, your account may be partially or fully liquidated to add the needed equity. A lot of people don't realize all the papers that they sign. They can go right in and take just about anything you own if you get upside down on a position. So when you're margining, I always recommend that I don't like to hold a swing over the value of what's in my account. I don't use margin funds for swing trades because they charge you interest anyway. So, every day that goes by, you're getting charged interest if you're using their money to hold that security. And then you can also, of course, they can come into your bank account. So when I do a swing, I make sure I have enough in my account to carry that stock. Then I can never get a note like this. And my balance just goes down. But, it always is going to be the value of the account, the stock in the account. So anyway, check your account balance, review your account balance to confirm the amount due since market conditions can change, then deposit the funds in security to raise equity. Check account balance, and then you can click on here to go. This is just a PDF to your own account, and it has ideas how to raise to raise your equity and then add funds and securities. It goes into the different things. We'll go on to the next page. There's another page here. So again, I want to reiterate that before he could react, they went in and took money out of his account and cut his position, all before he could even react. So, and I think he reacted pretty quickly. So that was a little scary that they just went in and said, nope, you know what? We're not waiting around. And the next page goes on, and the email, what you can do, wire the funds, liquidate, deposit a check, but they don't recommend depositing a check. Can you imagine? And they went in there within 24 hours and I don't know how fast it was, but it was pretty fast, and just took the money right out of his account anyway. So then it has questions and things you can go here. And then this little note here is interesting too, because it says it reserves the right to liquidate your positions and your account without notice at any time the equity in your account falls below Schwab's minimum requirements. If liquidation occurs, you are liable to Schwab for any debit balance remaining in your account, which means they can come after your house and whatever else. You sign all that away. So it's great that you can margin day traders out there, and we all do it, but always remember, it seems so easy when you're in and out, but that it can go wrong, and you need to be very careful about that. So I thought it was a great learning experience to see for this. I'm going to be doing some other videos coming up, but it's a little different than what just trading. So we'll talk about those at another time. But so this is the layout that I use a lot to write the scripts on. Now, this is one that's not out yet that I'm working on. This one is, let's see here. Yeah, this is the Bollinger Band, Keltner and Bollinger Band, one I'm working on right now that I'm going to be giving. I put the MMC name on it already because they're going to buy it, but it's not done yet for them to buy. And then I check it out on Schwab and Tech here and make sure everything is working with Schwab. They're all copacetic with it. And then sometimes they will make these indicators available without you having to go buy them somewhere. I mean, they have so many of their own indicators. So you always want to, remember that, guys, that this is, if you go over here and you just type in whatever, they just have, look at all these. I mean, just now these that say beta and all, these are all me. I work so much on for that, custom indicators for Thinkorswim. You're going to find a lot. You're not going to see these on your, when you open up, you won't see these day trading for success and all this stuff. So, but yeah, they have a lot of indicators. Just type in there and you can get them. This is another one that I just made available, which is pretty cool. So this will help you make sure that if you don't get a margin call or something like this, you can see the capital that you're using. So you can it quickly calcs it in your head if you're over your account value, so you forget, you day trade so much. Oh, I'm just going to swing trade this day trade because it's not where I want it to be. And that's the great thing about trading a strategy like the RV strategy that's in Day Trading Volume 1 that we do a lot, that you always expect it to come back, right? You expect that the price action is going to come back. So if you bought a position here, even the worst case basis, almost, it is coming back. It's taking a series of days. This is a pretty actually extreme example. Normally a large cap won't do that, and that was that DeepSeek news that was pretty extreme. So I just wanted to make sure you guys could see what and understand the importance of sticking to a day trading plan. And you wanted to see this is the 200 shares. So I had 800 on another account, and this is the 200 that I'm carrying. So every day, I think the worst this was like 6,000 down or something. So I'm going to hold this. I think I originally set this for to sell out at 153.82 based on my data, and I was just going to make a small amount of money. But then when you think about it, like, God, you were down 6,000, you're not going to make anywhere near that much. So as it gets near that and it starts to, I think this is still going to go way up over the year, break 200 and so on. Some people are saying 500. I don't know. There's all kinds. They probably hold a big position right now. They put the news out like it's going to go to 500. Buy. So you always got to watch that too. But I do think that's 200's not beyond the realm of possibility. But news comes out every day. Things change. That's why day trading's really good. Swing trading's a little more dangerous, especially in this level of share size. Not for me. The 800 was a little sketch for me. That was a little high. And when it took that big dump, it was over the weekend, so I didn't even have a chance to react. So that was very bad. So a lot of people want me to talk about they see me win all the time. They don't see me lose. And, I wanted to show you it's not live. It is live trading here, but you're not going to watch me sell this right now because I'm going to hold out for a winning position. I believe I will get it. All right, guys, that was it. I'm rambling a bit. I just wanted to make sure you understood. Poor Alan lost some big bucks, but overall he's doing just fine. So we won't feel too sorry for him. So, all right, guys, listen, thanks for watching. Always stay inquisitive and go green out there. I got some more videos in the queue. I'll have them out soon. Talk to you soon.